falling for nobody else but you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Cooking with Jean. Tonight is extra special. We are filming a cooking class. We have 14 participants of home cooks who want to play chef in our commercial kitchen. Tonight, the class is called Fish 101. We're cooking fresh catch in a variety of ways. Tonight we'll be making a big stuffed haddock, be making a pan-seared salmon with tzatziki sauce, a grilled sword tips with tomato and capers, and if time allows, everyone will get to come back here and play in the fryolators and cook their very own fresh calamari dishes. So it's going to be a great, fun, delicious class. Stay tuned.
You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through.
Tonight it's go, go, go. We have stations. So we're going to break up into groups. After we do a demo, we're going to do a demo of something which I will need participants at every level, which is fun. Then we're going to break up into 2 groups. Some of you are going to go with Kristen, some with me, and then after 20 minutes we kind of ring a little imaginary buzzer and say, okay, swap. Then we swap, and then we, as time allows, we'll go to the fryer As food is ready to be tasted, we'll come over to this area and congregate for a minute, have a sip of your favorite cocktail or whatever, and chat for a minute and talk about our recipes that we just created. So you're going to eat and be merry all night long. So this is going to be really fun. Okay, go ahead. All right. When we cook our salmon in-house here, we do a roasted salmon, and then we finish it by poaching it. And we're going to poach it tonight in some chicken broth. I'm telling you, it adds just this extra dimension of flavor that you won't even, it's crazy. Pan-sear something, or you're going to cook a steak or ribs or whatever, and you want some color on it, you want to caramelize it, don't be afraid of a hot pan. If I were to add salmon to it now, what it would do, it would be steaming. It would steam, so it would turn into a whole different animal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo one here, and then I'm going to have a few assistants make a little bit more. First thing you do when you're going to pan-sear something is you're going to dry it. So this is Canadian salmon. See how beautiful it is? Wild Canadian salmon. Gorgeous. This is something that if you've been here before, you've heard of. It's Mama Bear. It's my home spice. The ingredients in this is in order. It's minced onion, garlic, coarse pepper, parsley, and sea salt, in that order. So to this, there's probably this much salt. So don't be afraid of it. It's almost like my own Mrs. Dash. Not afraid of it at all. So I don't go crazy with salt. I don't go crazy with butter or oil. So try to keep that in mind. But what we're going to do with this is we're going to liberally sprinkle it on here. I don't want to press it in so much because sometimes the crust doesn't come out as pretty as we want it to. This pan is almost hot to the touch. We want to get it almost smoking. And if you see how much olive oil, what is that, a tablespoon? You don't need a lot. Okay? Let that get almost to a smoke. That's a good sound. Now everybody gets anxious. What they would want to do right now is they'd want to start touching it and poking it and pushing it. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. And with salmon, it's kind of cool because you can almost watch the progression of it cooking. Okay? So we're going to let it get a nice crust. It's not a blackening seasoning, but it is garlic and spices, so you want it to do something fun there. Cooking it this way. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick flip. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? What I'm going to do now is we're going to finish poaching. We're going to finish it with some liquid.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you.
stuffed haddock tonight. It's the scrod haddock. Scrod haddock is smaller. That's the only difference. It's skinless, it's just small. Scrod haddock just means small. We're going to be taking that. We're going to be getting our stuffing, which is Ritz crackers, sherry, and butter. It's not that wet, it's very dry, but there is sherry and butter in here. And then we also have cheddar cheese. It's optional if you want that. We have spinach, and we have diced up tomatoes. And then we'll put a little bit of the chicken broth in it. So we'll mix all that together. Then we're gonna roll it into the haddock, and we're gonna either do parchment paper or tin foil. They both work great. We put them in the oven for 375 for about 20 minutes. If you want something.
I'm flying high, but show me the ring and I'm bright through. Show me the ring and I'm bright through.
Okay, that's
Show me
it.
the ring and I'm
Now I'm going
bright
to teach you
through.
another secret here, a really good technique. Secret. Air in between them. Spread them out so they're going to crust. If there's no air in between them, they're going to steam. They are doing grilled swordfish, and we made a tomato caper sauce on the side. So they're grilling their swordfish, which has a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of mama bear, and in the back we have tomatoes, caper, olive oil, and garlic. So when this is done, we're going to drizzle a little bit over that and have it as a dinner with some rice.
Show me the ring and I'm bright through. I used
So you're going to dump it right in here, and you're going to take it so it doesn't stick together and put it all, mix it all up into your mix. Then you're going to take this and you're going to just keep going so you know you got it all, because you can't really see it now. And we're going to just shake it out. And we use these smaller ones for the calamari because they fall through the holes on the bigger strainers. So we're going to take this. Now, we have a fry later. We get lucky. It's at $3.50. If you have a fry later at home, like a fry daddy or anything, you can do it in there. We're just going to take this and dump it right in. And then we're going to pop it right down. And it talks to you. You're going to hear it. It's very loud. And when it starts to become, when it's ready, it's going to not be so loud. So we call it talking. It's not talking to you anymore. And as it's coming down,
We're taking out our first batch of baked stuffed haddock. They had their choice of tomato, cheese, spinach, stuffing mix. So I'm sure each is going to be different, but they're all going to be so delicious. Nice and fresh.
I'm bright through. Show me the ring and I'm bright through.
Thank you for joining us on Cooking with Jean. This was a show where we did a cooking class with some wonderful people here, chefs of their own in our own commercial kitchen. We baked some haddock, big stuffed haddock. We did a pan-seared salmon, a grilled swordfish with tomato and capers. We made a tzatziki sauce to match the salmon, and we all got to fry some calamari. So in my opinion, this was one delicious show.
I used to.